Hello, I'm Srijana. In this chapter, the Blue God Krishna shows Arjuna his true universal power. He shapeshifts from one magnificent form into another. Arjuna is terrified and amazed. The Gita is a story of wisdom and ascension, a classic root of Hindu philosophy. In this chapter, the Blue God Krishna gives Arjuna a complete vision of the power of the multidimensional universe. The Bhagavad Gita is richly symbolic, so if we open our eyes and ears, it is directly relevant to our own challenges. It outlines the laws of nature, science, universal power, life, and death, as these laws never change. It describes techniques from ancient scriptures thousands of years before Christ, by which people can ascend into higher dimensions to attain freedom from the cycle of death and rebirth. With each chapter, the Gita lessons become more refined and descriptive. Just enjoy and listen with an open mind as you would hear a story. Once upon a time, in a faraway land, gods ruled the earth, and all learning took place in the form of stories and sacred verses that people learned by heart and passed down with each generation. The warrior prince Arjuna and his chariot driver, the god Krishna, stand before a vast battlefield where thousands of warriors are assembled, and Arjuna must kill half of his family lineage. He is horrified and refuses to fight. Krishna tells him in 18 chapters the secrets to focusing his mind in a higher understanding in which he will be most powerful, bring benefit to his family, and incur no sin or karma. Arjuna listens and finally accepts his destiny to fight the battle. He and his brothers win and ultimately ascend to the heavenly realms. In this chapter, Arjuna asks Krishna to show him his true form. Krishna then shows himself, and Arjuna sees for the first time the incredible vastness and majesty of the universe with multidimensional vision beyond time and space to see the whole universe unfold in the body of the Supreme Almighty. Arjuna is terrified as Krishna shows his many aspects, some with brilliant emanations of light, others with billions of heads, giant teeth, and heavenly weapons. Arjuna is awed and humbled by the vision. He even gets to see the battle, which will soon take place, in which Krishna chews up the evil Kaurava clan with his vast mouth. And Arjuna asks, "Who is this terrifying form?" Krishna responds that he is death, and Arjuna must fight the battle. The Kauravas will die regardless because Krishna has already killed them, and Arjuna is merely his instrument of the supreme power. On seeing this terrifying form of Krishna, Arjuna is both awestruck and unnerved. Arjuna bows deeply and apologizes to Krishna for treating him as a friend. He begs Krishna to return to his previous, more human form. Arjuna's experience of awe, love, and fear gives him a tangible grasp of the vastness of the Supreme Almighty Power. Krishna's actual form is impossible to completely know unless one actually achieves union with God. So in these verses, we can appreciate a Hindu view of the unseen world and its inhabitants. We see characters from Hindu legends and all three gods of the Trinity, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, because all three emanate from the same supreme power. Arjuna sometimes calls Krishna Vishnu because they are seen as different aspects of the same deity. This shows just one way of visualizing the universal power. And for just a moment, Krishna grants Arjuna divine vision for him to see the multidimensional universe without the limitations of space and time. This allows Arjuna to see an expanded awareness beyond time. So, for example, you would see more than a tree. You would see also the seed of the tree, the sapling, the young tree, the mature tree, and its death all at once. Without the limitations of space, he saw not just one tree, but all trees in the universe at once. So our human physical eyes and mind don't usually see the total unity of things. Creation and destruction are linked. Everything that existed in the beautiful form of Krishna was also violently destroyed and reabsorbed by the same power. Yet in creation and destruction, there is perfect precision without randomness or personal bias. Finally, Krishna tells Arjuna how to attain full knowledge of him in his personal form called Ishvara. He says one must know him through single, one-pointed devotion. When we work selflessly with one-pointed joy, we can know him in his cosmic form and see the multiverse all at once. Since Krishna has already destroyed the enemy warriors and his victory is certain, Arjuna can forget about fear. He can just get up and fight. As you listen to the verses of chapter 11, I invite you to ponder these questions. What did Arjuna ask Krishna to show him, and what did Arjuna see? What was Arjuna's reaction to the vision of total universal power? Can you describe Arjuna's vision of the multiverse, unfettered by time and space? How would most humans respond upon seeing a true vision of the ultimate universal power? How might it change you forever? Would it terrify you or catapult you into permanent bliss? What are your favorite quotes from this chapter to remember for life lessons? What parallel events in the modern world illustrate these concepts? Now, I will try to read the verses to chapter 11. Arjuna said, "Having heard the very secret spiritual knowledge which you have revealed out of compassion for me, my confusion is now dispelled. I have heard from you in detail about the appearance and disappearance of all living beings, O lotus-eyed one, and also about your eternal majesty. O Supreme Lord, you are precisely what you declare yourself to be. Now I desire to see your divine cosmic form, O greatest of persons. O Lord of all mystic powers, if you think I am strong enough to behold it, then kindly reveal that imperishable cosmic form to me." The Supreme Lord said, "Behold, O Parth, my hundreds and thousands of wonderful forms of various shapes, sizes, and colors. Behold in me, O scion of the Bharatas, the sons of Aditi, the Vasus, the Rudras, the twin Kumaras, as well as the 49 Maruts, and many more marvels never before revealed. Behold now, Arjuna, the entire universe, with everything moving and non-moving in one place in my universal form. Whatever else you wish to see, observe it all within this universal form. But you cannot see my cosmic form with these physical eyes of yours. Therefore, I grant you divine vision. Behold my majestic opulence." Sanjay said, "O king, having spoken thus, the Supreme Lord of Yoga, Sri Krishna, displayed his divine and opulent form to Arjuna. In that cosmic form, Arjuna saw infinite faces and eyes, adorned with countless celestial ornaments, and wielding all manner of divine weapons. He wore thousands of garlands on his body, and was anointed with sweet-smelling heavenly fragrances. He revealed himself as the wonderful and infinite Lord whose face is everywhere. If 1,000 suns were to blaze forth together in the sky, they would not match the splendor of that great form. There, Arjuna could see the totality of the entire universe before him in one place, in that body of the God of gods. Then Arjuna, full of wonder and with hair standing on end, bowed his head with folded hands before the Lord, and addressed him thus: O Sri Krishna, I behold within your body all the gods and hosts of different beings. I see Brahma seated on the lotus flower. I see Shiva, all the sages, and the celestial serpents. I see your infinite form in every direction, with countless arms, bodies, faces, and eyes. O Lord of the universe, whose form is the universe itself, I do not see in you any beginning, middle, or end. I see in your form, adorned with a crown, armed with a club and disc, shining everywhere as the abode of splendor. It is hard to look upon you in the blazing fire of your brilliance, which is radiating like the sun in all directions. I recognize you as the supreme, imperishable being, the ultimate truth of the scriptures. You are the support of all creation. You are the everlasting protector of the eternal truth. You are the everlasting, supreme, divine personality. You are without beginning, middle, or end. Your power has no limits. Your arms are infinite. The sun and the moon are like your eyes, and fire is like your mouth. I see you warming all of creation by your radiance. The space between heaven and earth and all the directions are pervaded by you alone. Seeing your wondrous and terrible form, I see the three realms trembling in fear, O greatest of all beings. All the celestial gods are taking shelter by entering into you. In awe, some are praising you with folded hands. The great sages and perfected beings are extolling you with auspicious hymns and limitless prayers. The Rudras, Adityas, Vasus, Sadyas, Vishvadevas, Ashwini Kumars, Marut's ancestors, Gandharvas, Yakshas, Asuras, and Siddhas are all beholding you in wonder. O mighty Lord, in veneration of your magnificent form with its many mouths, eyes, arms, thighs, legs, body, and terrifying teeth, all the realms are terror-stricken, and so am I. O Lord Vishnu, seeing your form touching the sky, effulgent in many colors, with mouths wide open and enormous blazing eyes, my heart is trembling with fear. I have lost all courage and peace of mind. Having seen your many mouths bearing terrible teeth resembling the raging fire of annihilation, I forget where I am and do not know where to go. O Lord of Lords, you are the shelter of the universe. Please have mercy on me. I see all the sons of my enemies, the Dhritarashtra, along with their allied kings, including Bhishma, Dronacharya, Karna. I also see the generals from our side rushing headlong into your fearsome mouths. I see some of their heads smashed between your terrible teeth. As many waves of the rivers rush into the ocean, so are all these great warriors entering into your blazing mouths. Like moths diving into the fire to perish, so are all these armies rushing headlong into your mouths. With your fiery tongues, you are licking up the hosts of living beings on all sides and devouring them with your blazing mouths. Oh, Vishnu, you are scorching the entire universe with the fierce, all-pervading rays of your effulgence. Tell me who you are, so fierce in form, O God of gods. I bow before you. Please grant me your mercy, you who existed before all creation. I wish to know who you are, for I do not comprehend your nature and workings. The Supreme Lord said, I am mighty time, the source of destruction that comes forth to annihilate the worlds. Even without your participation, the warriors raised in the opposing armies shall cease to exist. Therefore arise and attain honor, conquer your foes, and enjoy prosperous rulership. These warriors stand already slain by me, and you will only be an instrument of my work, O expert archer. Dronacharya, Bhishma, Jayadratha, Karn, and other brave warriors have already been killed by me, so slay them now without being disturbed. Just fight, and you will be victorious over your enemies in battle. Sanjay said, hearing these words of Keshav, Arjuna trembled with dread. With palms joined, he bowed before Sri Krishna and spoke in a faltering voice, overwhelmed with fear. Arjuna said, O Master of the senses, it is appropriate that the universe rejoices in giving you praise and is enamored by you. Demons flee fearfully from you in all directions, and the hosts of perfected saints bow to you. O Great One, who even greater than Brahma, the original creator, why should they not bow to you, O Limitless One, O Lord of the Devatas, O refuge of the universe? You are the imperishable reality beyond both the manifest and the non-manifest. You are the primeval God and the original divine personality. You are the sole resting place of this universe. You are both the knower and the object of knowledge. You are the supreme abode. O possessor of infinite forms, you alone pervade the entire universe. You are Vayu, the god of wind, Yamraj, the god of death, Agni, the god of fire, Varun, the god of water, and Chandra, the moon god. You are the creator Brahma, and the great-grandfather of all beings. I bow to you 1,000 times again and yet again. O Lord of unlimited power, my salutations to you. From the before you, behind you, indeed from all sides, you possess infinite power and pervade everything. Thus, you are everything. Thinking of you as my friend, I presumptuously addressed you as O Krishna, O Yadav, O my dear mate. I was ignorant of your majesty, showing negligence and undue affection. And if jestfully I treated you with disrespect while playing, resting, sitting, eating when alone or before others, for all that I beg forgiveness. You are the Father of the entire universe, of all moving and non-moving beings. You are the most deserving of worship and the supreme spiritual master. When there is none equal to you in all the three worlds, then who can possibly be greater than you, O possessor of incomparable power? Therefore, O adorable Lord, bowing deeply and prostrating before you, I implore you for your grace. As a father tolerates his son, a friend forgives his friend, and a lover pardons the beloved, please forgive me for my offenses. Having seen your universal form that I had never seen before, I feel great joy, and yet my mind trembles with fear. Please have mercy on me, and again, show me your pleasing form, O God of gods, O abode of the universe, O thousand-armed one. Though you are the embodiment of all creation, I wish to see you in your four-armed form, carrying the mace and disc and wearing the crown. The blessed Lord said, Arjuna, being pleased with you, by my Yogamaya power, I gave you a vision of my resplendent, unlimited, and primeval cosmic form. No one before you has ever seen it. Not by study of the Vedas, nor by the performance of sacrifice, rituals, or charity, nor even by practicing severe austerities, has any mortal ever seen what you have seen, O best of the Kudu warriors. Be neither afraid nor bewildered on seeing this terrible form of mine. Be free from fear, and with a cheerful heart, behold me once again in my personal form. Sanjay said, having spoken thus, the compassionate son of Vasudeva displayed his personal four-armed form again. Then he further consoled the frightened Arjuna by assuming his gentle two-armed form. Arjuna said, "O Sri Krishna, seeing your gentle human form, I have regained my composure, and my mind is restored to normal." The Supreme Lord said, "This form of mine that you are seeing is exceedingly difficult to behold. Even the celestial gods are eager to see it. Neither by the study of the Vedas, nor by atonement, charity, or fire sacrifices can I be seen as you have seen me. O Arjuna, by unalloyed devotion alone can I be known as I am, standing before you, thereby on receiving my divine vision, O scorcher of foes, one can enter into union with me. Those who perform all their duties for my sake, who depend upon me and are devoted to me, who are free from attachment and without malice toward all beings, such devotees certainly come to me.